This is the QTV Nightly News, which is also on Q Radio 103.3 FM. I am Jacqueline Collier. Thank you for joining us. Here are the headlines. Cancer Confrontation Care and Consolation, the Gambia, C3G, held a free cancer screening event today at Gunjur Health Center to improve access to cancer care for women in underserved communities. The Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education received a new consignment of printed textbooks for senior secondary schools from the Gambia Printing and Publishing Corporation. The Ministry of Health, in partnership with the World Health Organization and other stakeholders, launched a nationwide measles, rubella, vitamin A and deworming campaign scheduled to run from Thursday 23rd to Tuesday 28 October 2025. The Westminster Foundation for Democracy launched a new women's political coordination network aimed at strengthening women's leadership and representation in decision-making spaces. In international news, we visit China's theater, where each afternoon audiences are captivated by performances showcasing the vibrant cultural heritage of the Xinjiang province. Those were the headlines. On other news in detail. Thank you for joining us. On Saturday, Cancer Confrontation Care and Consolation, the Gambia, held free cancer screening event at Gunjur Health Center to improve access to cancer care for women in underserved communities. Mama Buka witnessed the event, and this is her report.
This year, C3G set an ambitious goal to screen 600 women entirely free of charge. Participants received vital breast and cervical cancer screenings, on-site treatment for precancerous cervical lesions, training in self-breast examination, and increased awareness of cancer prevention. Held under the theme Beat Cancer Before It Starts, the event seeks to underline the critical importance and life-saving potential of early detection and intervention in combating cancer. Fatou El Sise, the officer in charge of the Gunjur Health Center, and Dr. Abubakar Jah, the president of C3G, shared their insights on the initiative.
Today's campaign is not just about screening. It is about empowering our community with knowledge. We want every woman, every husband, every family member to understand that prevention is better than cure. Let us break the silence and fear that surrounds these diseases.
Cancer can be cured. Cancer can be cured. And finally, cancer can be cured. All we need to do is to detect it early and confront it.
The C3G Pink October event in Gunjur was made possible through the collaboration of key partners including the Q Group Foundation, the Ministry of Health's National Cancer Control Program, the Central Bank of the Gambia, Sharab Medical Hospital, EM Holding, Discovery Tours, Malak Chemist, Gunjur Youth for Health, and the British International School in the Gambia. Students from the school not only volunteered but also raised an impressive $30,000 to support the initiative. Dr. Momoduti Nyasi, Director of Health Services at the Ministry of Health, and Aissatou Sekaja, Executive Director of the Q Group Foundation, expressed enthusiasm about the event's positive impact on the Gunjur community, sharing their thoughts on its significance.
Let us continue to advocate for research, education, and accessible health care, ensuring that no one faces this journey alone.
We are all aware of the severity of cancer and the global havoc it continues to cause worldwide. The Q Group Foundation pledges to continue to encourage and support initiatives that are working towards improving our health sector, and in this case, early detection, which can save lives.
C3G, a non-profit organization founded in 2017 to raise awareness and expand access to cancer care for Gambian women, remains committed to building a future where cancer care is not a privilege, but a right accessible to all women. Mamna Buka, reporting for QTV News.
The Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education MOPSI received a new consignment of printed textbooks for senior secondary schools from the Gambia Printing and Publishing Corporation, GPPC. Mamna Bukai again.
Dr. Aliu Ofal, chairman of the GPPC board, officially handed over the locally authored and printed textbooks to Dr. Habibatu Drame, Minister of Basic and Secondary Education. The books will be distributed to senior secondary schools and students nationwide free of charge. The consignment, comprising 286,000 textbooks across 34 subjects, is the result of a successful collaboration that began 2 years ago between MOPSI, the GPPC, and the Association for Gambian Authors for Schools, AGAS. Fully funded by the government of the Gambia, the initiative marks a major step towards promoting local content development and improving educational resources and services, ultimately enriching classroom learning and student engagement. Wuraba, the acting managing director of the GPPC, and Dr. Aliu Ofal, the chairman of the board, highlighted how rewarding this initiative is for the Gambia.
The availability of these textbooks in our school system will serve as an invaluable tool to ignite curiosity, inspire learning, and build the foundation for brighter future of our young learners.
Let this achievement serve as a reminder of what we can accomplish when we work together with purpose and unity. Together, we are building a stronger foundation for quality education in keeping with our national priorities.
Malik Kanute, chairman of the Association of Gambian Authors for Schools, AGAS, highlighted the transformative potential of the project.
Initially, you can see students without any textbook in classrooms. But with this initiative, the Gambia government have seen to it that investing in students is a priority. They injected $91 million in these textbooks annually to make sure that every student is going to be receiving 9 textbooks. So $91 million is equivalent to 9 textbooks to be given to students is something that is going to change the narratives of education in this country.
Here is Dr. Habibatu Drame, the Minister of Basic and Secondary Education.
We will not only distribute these textbooks, we want them to be utilized meaningfully so that the students can thrive and succeed in their various levels of education. Let us commit to fostering an environment where knowledge is shared, curiosity is encouraged, and learning is celebrated. Together, we can create a vibrant educational landscape that nurtures talents and inspires generations.
The successful handover underscores the government's commitment to quality education, supporting local authors, and ensuring every senior secondary student has access to essential learning materials nationwide. Mamna Buka, reporting for QTV News.
Now, the expanded program on immunization under the Ministry of Health in partnership with the World Health Organization and other stakeholders has launched a nationwide measles, rubella, vitamin A and deworming campaign scheduled to run from Thursday 23rd to Tuesday 28th of October 2025. Our Bob has more.
The official launch of the expanded program on immunization was held at Fajikuna Major Health Center through the administration of the measles and rubella vaccines. The initiative aims to curb the spread of these highly contagious viral infections that continue to pose serious health risks to unvaccinated children. In addition, the provision of vitamin A supplements helps prevent deficiencies that can lead to impaired vision and weaken immunity, while deworming tablets reduce the prevalence of intestinal parasites that often hinder children's growth and development. Dr. Ramatulai Kamara is the officer in charge of Fajikuna Major Health Center.
I want all of us presented here today to kindly be an ambassador so that we're able to achieve 100% in our target for all the antigen that will be used for this campaign.
Musa Kamara, The Regional Health Director for Region 1 emphasized that the campaign forms part of the ministry's continuous efforts to ensure every child is fully vaccinated against measles and rubella. He highlighted that these diseases remain a public health concern, particularly among unvaccinated children. Dr. Nathan Bachaita, the WHO country representative, emphasized that the campaign is a crucial measure to protect the health and future of children. He urged parents to have their children vaccinated.
According to the data that we have before us, and also based on previous activities, we know that our coverage of the vaccination has not been as good as it should be, because if we are to protect all the children, all the susceptible children, we should have a coverage of up to 95%. But our coverage is around the 70s, 80s.
Dr. Mahmoud Nyasi, Director of Health Services at the Ministry of Health, stated that the Gambia has already experienced 2 measles outbreaks this year, one in April and another in July, both in the Western One region. To date, 9 laboratory-confirmed measles cases have been reported.
We thank God that no deaths have been recorded. The recent risk assessment clearly indicates a huge immunity gap, which puts thousands of children at risk of infection. Without timely intervention through this supplementary MR campaign, the Gambia faces the risk of a timely intervention, the possibility of full-blown outbreak, which could have devastating health and economic consequences.
In the coming days, health workers will visit homes, schools, daycare centers, markets, ferry points, and community bantabas to vaccinate children. The ministry urges parents and caregivers to ensure their children receive the oral drops, deworming tablets, and vitamin A supplements, emphasizing that vaccination is the safest and most effective way to protect children from disease. For QTV News, I am Awa Bob.
We will now go for a commercial break. When we return, we have national and international stories. Do stay tuned.
Biggest network with the cheapest tariff in the Gambia, and enjoy crystal clear calls and super fast internet at the cheapest tariff, only with QCell. Rush now and grab your free QCell SIM card today from any of our care centers near you. QCell, the biggest network with the cheapest tariff. QCell Senior Boss. We innovate, others follow.
Browse with us. QCell brings you a promo like never before. Get unlimited internet for just $25 Cs. Yes! Recharge $25 Cs and enjoy the convenience of free internet from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. every day with our Browse with Us promo. With this amazing offer, you can browse, stream, and download all your favorite movies for free. So why wait? Recharge $25 Cs today and enjoy free internet only with QCell between 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. For more information, call customer care on 111. QCell, Senior Bus, we innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back, and this is KTV News. Now, Westminster Foundation for Democracy launched a new women's political coordination network on Friday, aimed at strengthening women's leadership and representation in decision-making spaces. Alusise tells us more.
Traditionally, women have not played significant roles in political decision-making roles in the Gambia. However, there are signs that this is gradually changing. In 2024, the UNFPA-funded Women Political Participation Project found that women's participation in local elections surged by 78.3%, with the number of women appointed to district tribunals rising from just 5 to 23. That project also saw the establishment of 2 major initiatives designed to empower women economically by raising campaign for female candidates. In addition, the Women's Resource Center offered training mentorship and support to aspiring female leaders, while the Gambia Foods Food Processing Center not only address climate change through reduced agricultural waste, but also provided financial support for women political candidates, tackling one of the key barriers to their political participation. The creation and launch of this new Women's Political Coordination Network is part of a wider project on women in political leadership being implemented by Westminster Foundation for Democracy with support from Foreign Commonwealth Development Office through its Grant in Aid program 2025-2026. The network will facilitate coordination, information sharing, and joint advocacy initiatives supporting the promotion of increased representation of women in decision-making processes. Tabusar Njai is the country coordinator of the Westminster Foundation for Democracy in the Gambia.
We cannot achieve genuine democracy without gender justice. And that justice must extend to every woman and girl, including those living with disabilities, whose daily realities are shaped by layers of exclusion, discrimination, and structural inequality.
Martin Norman, the Deputy High Commissioner at the British High Commission in the Gambia, says empowering women means strengthening an entire nation. He called for greater representation of women in political participation and leadership.
Women face structural barriers and cultural expectations, as well as economic constraints that make entry into public life difficult.
In launching the network, Fatou Kinte, Minister for Gender, Children and Social Welfare, praised President Barrow's commitment to gender equality and equity, describing him as very gender sensitive in both words and actions. She commended Westminster Foundation for the initiative and urged women to have confidence in their abilities.
The launching of a Women's Political Leadership Network here in the Gambia serves as a great milestone in our development history, as women's participation in decision-making has always played a very significant role in achieving sustainable development.
Speaking on behalf of the network's chairperson, Dege Job, Annette Kamara, president of Women Journalists Association of the Gambia and a member of the steering committee, reaffirmed their commitment to advancing the network's mission.
We aim to build solidarity, empower, connect, and equip women at all levels, from grassroots to national leadership, to engage in meaningful politics, governance, and public service.
The Westminster Foundation for Democracy, a UK democracy assistance agency, opened its office in the Gambia in 2018, aimed at supporting the building and strengthening of democracy in the Gambia. Since inception, its main partner has been the National Assembly, which also hosts the country office. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cisse.
Addressing the Association of Secretary Generals of Parliaments in Geneva on the sidelines of the 151st Assembly of Inter-Parliamentary Union on Wednesday, Clerk of the Gambia's National Assembly, Halifa M. Bai, shared Reform's position in the Gambia's National Assembly as more open, accountable, and people-centered. Aliou Cisse again.
Clark Mbai told the Global Forum that the Gambia's National Assembly is responding to citizens' growing demand for transparency and participation through a series of bold institutional reforms. Among the innovations he outlined is the commission-style inquiry system where professional counsels lead witnesses questioning before lawmakers step in. He said the method has not only enhanced the quality of oversight, but also improved public confidence in the National Assembly's work.
Questioning has become more rigorous, evidence-based, and legally robust, while members retain their critical role in clarifying and drawing policy conclusions. This innovative approach has proven both effective and efficient, and we commend it to colleagues here in this room as a practice adaptable to other legislatures seeking to sharpen their investigative capacity.
Clark Mbai's presentation drew praise from delegates who described the Gambia's experience as a model for small legislatures pursuing modernization. Mbai also held a bilateral meeting with key officials from the Commonwealth Small State Office in Geneva, which focused on enhancing technical cooperation, strengthening parliamentary capacity, and coordinating strategies on important issues in the Gambia. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cisse.
In a bid to enhance gender awareness and human rights advocacy with its ranks, the Gambia Immigration Department has launched the first activity of its female network, a 3-day capacity building training on gender, migration, and human rights. Our Bob tells us more.
The training seeks to equip female immigration officers with the knowledge and practical skills needed to integrate gender perspectives into their daily work. promote equality in the workplace, and apply human rights principles when handling gender-sensitive cases. Abimbola Adewumi, a crime prevention and criminal justice officer representing the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime and the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights, underscored the importance of empowering female officers to champion gender equality and justice within the security sector.
This training is special because it brings together women who play a vital role in protecting borders, supporting migrants, and upholding the dignity of the vulnerable.
Deputy Director General of the Gambia Immigration Department, Hule Jallo, emphasized that the initiative reflects the department's commitment to building an inclusive and professional institution where every officer can thrive and contribute meaningfully.
This female network is a network that is being formulated to support and advocate for the inclusion of women in all aspects of life. As highlighted in the UN Resolution 1325, the Gambia is a signatory, have equally improved on mainstreaming gender in the institution.
Speaking on behalf of the Minister of Interior, Abraham K. Mendy, Deputy Permanent Secretary at the Ministry, highlighted the government's dedication to advancing gender mainstreaming and capacity-building initiatives across all security institutions.
As a ministry, we firmly believe that the empowering of women in the security sector is not just about fairness, it is about improving the way we serve our nation. When women are given opportunity to lead, contribute, and innovate, everyone benefits.
Capacity building is key to enhancing institutional performance, improving service delivery, and fostering a culture of continuous learning within the Gambia Immigration Department. This training also fits into the Gambia's wider continuing security sector reform. For QTV News, I am Awa Bob.
Coming up next is sports news, international news rather. China's Cougar Theatre continues to enchant audiences every afternoon, presenting the rich cultural traditions of Xinjiang. As Usman Jata reports, the performances blend dance, music, and storytelling, celebrating the vibrant heritage of the Uyghur people. Here is his reports from Xinjiang, China.
Just like the Gambia's rich cultural heritage of music and dance, China's cultural legacy is a living composition of Asian traditions and timeless artistry. It continues to captivate and inspire across the generations. For many years, the Cougar Theatre, located in China's western Xinjiang Autonomous Uyghur region, has been a place where locals connect with their roots, bringing China's rich cultural history to life. The theatre plays a vital role in preserving and celebrating the region's local traditions. The performances usually begin with the relaxing sounds of local music, setting a calm mood. This is followed by several dance types, including the vibrant lion dance. Performers dressed in colorful costumes bring the lion to life with powerful leaps and spins, symbolizing strength, vitality, and good fortune. Next came the enchanting melodies of the Kusi music, accompanied by local guitar songs. The sound of the dumbra, a traditional Uyghur instrument, filled the theatre, carrying the audience through the rich cultural history of the Kuka, an ancient city along the Silk Road. The bowl dance followed, with dancers balancing ceramic bowls on their heads while performing graceful, flowing movements. The audience was in awe as the dancers twirled and glided across the stage with remarkable precision. The Nan dance, a tribute to Xinjiang's famous flatbread, brought even more excitement. Dancers mimicked the baking process through rhythmic footwork and hand gestures, adding a fun and energetic twist to the performance. Finally, the epic dance took the audience on an emotional journey through ancient heroic tales. Dancers embodied legendary warriors, telling stories of bravery and struggle, leaving the audience mesmerized by their powerful emotional movements. As the performance concluded, the sound of QC-style music filled the air, leaving everyone with a renewed appreciation for the deep cultural wealth of Xinjiang. Osman Jatta, QTV News, Xinjiang Autonomous Uyghur Region, China.
That's all we have time for in this news bulletin. Join us again tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the weekend review with Mahmoud Mboj and Ade Darame. Many thanks for joining us and bye.